Hello, guys. Did um did any of you guys happen to catch some of the Comey hearings today or yesterday? This is this got to be the most mind-boggling thing ever captured on videotape. The questioning of James Comey, FBI Director James Comey, by congressmen and whatnot. Have you guys caught any of this? You caught any of this at all? This is the most mind-boggling thing I've ever seen in my entire freaking life. The congressmen cannot believe. Well, some of them can't believe what they're witnessing either. It's the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen in my life. The answering, so-called, of questions or whatever. Now this is one thing about questioning people. You can't force them to use the correct words. I mean, you can't get up there and work his jaw and move his lips and force him to say the correct words. But I tell you what, if there's people in law enforcement or whatever that are out there that are watching this, they have got to be slapping their forehead every time James Comey opens his mouth. That this is simply not the way law enforcement works. Period. I mean, it's so ludicrous. I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it. I'm going to give you one example, though. There's this one part where somebody's questioning him about whether something's illegal or not, and they're asking James Comey directly. If somebody has a unauthorized server and they are transferring what do you call it, top secret information or classified information on that server, are they breaking the law? And Comey says yes, they're breaking the law. And then I believe it's Gowdy tells him, did Mrs. Clinton break the law? James Comey, no. Yes, that anybody, I mean, he just answered the question that anybody, an empty blank, has a unauthorized server transferring classified information from one place to another, either receiving it or sending it, period. Is that act illegal? Arrestable offense? Yes, James Comey. Did Hillary Clinton break the law? No, not to my knowledge. God, it's just God. I can only imagine how many people want to just come through the camera and smack this guy in the face for whatever good that would do. Maybe some of you may have heard that Judge Napolitano, one of the voices of reason on Fox News for years and years and years, has been fired, canned, eliminated, period, because of his remarks about Obama asking a outside country to bug Donald Trump, among other people. Yes, what do you think? Probably like to take a quick poll on this of what do you think the real reasons that Fox News had to get rid of Judge Napolitano? Is it because Judge Napolitano was telling fake news on the Fox News network? Or was it because Judge Napolitano said something that he shouldn't have? And that wasn't supposed to ever make it to the airways. But since it did, they're going to make sure that that never happens again. Oh, oh, what a shame! Let's hope that the judge gets snapped up by another one of these criminal affiliates. Now, look, people. Now you know. Now you know for sure that Fox is no different. It's just a different package. Just like the two-party thing that this one's supposedly against that one. No, they're not. No, they're not. Obviously, both sides have an interest in Mr. Comey answering the questions the way that he does. Obviously. But you ever asked yourself, why is John McCain so goddamn hell bent on somebody getting in trouble for talking to the Russians during the election? But not him or any of his people. None of his people. Everybody just narrowed it down to one little circle: Trump and Trump's people. Everybody else is immune. Everybody else has been rubbing with Russia and making deals with them, selling them uranium. Don't get me started. It seemed to me like that'd be a treasonous act. Treasonous act. But since the CIA and I guess what do you call it? The Israeli secret ops over there are absolutely not only giving tow missiles to ISIS, but they're showing them how to shoot them properly. Because those things are expensive, and you don't want to waste a bunch of rounds here. So they're given proper training and super duper expensive weapons. Of course, the laundromat here is Saudi Arabia, and it's a what we're actually looking at here. If you remember the words of people like Aaron Russo and William Cooper and George Green, that this invasion and destabilization of the Middle East is planned a long time ago, and that's when you need to listen to the rest of the story, because man, they're absolutely right, all the way up to the destabilization of the Middle East, pouring into the destabilization of Europe. I mean, exactly to a T of the plan. Now, when they finally decide to make the final move, which will come in the form of devastation to Israel. Now, here's what the table is set for dinner already, because you have slightly aggressive moves between Israel and the surrounding, in general or whatever. All we have to do as the New World Order is slip in over there and light off the nuclear bomb, and then let them figure it out, whether it was the Russians or the Syrians or the whoever. But it's not going to matter, because a smack in the face like that is going to cause Israel to smack back without giving it a whole lot of thought. And of course, that is the plan, as told some 25 years ago by many different people. When exactly is the right time or whatever to slip in over to Israel and set up the let's see, we can't call it 9/11. We're going to have to call it something else. More than likely, the date won't really have much to do with it. I don't know. I have to think about that for a while, of what the next worldwide false flag step is. for the New World Order. And exactly when this will occur, can't really tell you. I think that they've got to really stir it. They've got to stir it super hard, where you finally get Israel caught inside the borders of Syria or something like that, or beyond. Now, I saw Sabers earlier rattling about an attack on Damascus, of the kind of the home of Assad or whatever. And yeah, if Israel was to go pop Damascus or whatever, I'm sure that would be more than enough perfect timing to go ahead and light the fuse in Israel. But there's only one thing that I can guarantee you, people, about this whole thing by listening to Russo, Green, and Cooper, is that the fuse lighter will not be who everybody thinks it is. Of course, just like 9/11. Of course, it will be the cabal, and the plan as prescribed to you on the Georgia Guidestones. Don't kid yourself. They hope everyone dies. Yes, they. This idea that any of this is about human rights or any of that. Well, this has obviously been proved, and when all these millions of people have now run into Europe and are literally rolling and raping the countryside while the police uh, close their windows and lock their own doors. Did anybody think that there might be something strange about that? Yes, I mean, you can see out in the open who are players in the New World Order, and Merkel would absolutely have to be, one of the key chess pieces for sure. Now, there are several others people that do not get named. Merkel just happens to be one that shouted from the rooftops, "We want as many of these unvetted, uh, um, what do you call it, uh, living in the 2,000-year past, radical, mad as hell Islamists. We want as many as you can pump in to Germany." She's just the easiest name to remember when it comes to obvious suicide. But it's not suicide for her. You have to remember that. Of course, it's not suicide for her. It's suicide for all of her people that she cares about so goddamn much. Oh, and don't forget how they care about you. Your government cares about you right here in America, with wide open borders, sneaking them in all the time. And if anybody questions any of them or says anything about it or says that they don't like it, they can go to prison or be shot in the back of the head. Isn't it obvious the writing is on the wall here? How much longer do you think the New World Order is going to allow more and more information about this to pour out and pour out and pour out? Now, like Mr. Green says, that they don't care. They consider themselves already won, that they've already won this thing, and that we can talk about it all we want because they've already won. Because I mean, if you look at the plan as prescribed, it's going perfectly. Perfectly. Now, all this has been revisited, not just because of one of these head witches has maybe this head witch died and maybe he didn't. Did you ever think of that? I mean, I think he'd already gone through like 9 kids' hearts transplants. If we're to believe that who's to say that they don't have 10 more of them lined up, and that they just decided now that if Rockefeller keeps living and living and living and living, in another 50 years or so, people are going to notice that this fossil is somehow still living like George Bush Sr. And that might be what you call it, a dead giveaway that these people aren't really people or whatever. So okay, that brings me to I don't want to drag this out. People are saying all kinds of stuff out there. Let them say it. Let them say whatever they want. At this point, to me, everybody's running around bumping their heads together about stuff that don't mean nothing. Woo! God damn, the lens flare videos that I just clicked through earlier, I'm like, there they go, let them go. Woo-hoo-hoo. They'll never know what hit them. Fuck them. Whatever. I think I've said this over and over and over. Over and over and over during while I was, debunking and, just trashing people left and right or whatever. That all these people are always, distracted on things that mean nothing, period. They're going to be. I just saw a page of Planet X Nibiru, and all the people are just for sure that they're going to be crushed by Nibiru. Still, apparently, nobody got the memo that Gil Broussard punched out and cleaned out the safe and left the building. Apparently, but what the hell do I care? let them go worry about nothing, whatever. And, of course, I'm not going to worry about this either because, like they say, nobody actually knows the time or date. Oh, but we do know the plan. And if you look at the how the schedule has been for the past events, we can estimate about how long they can wait before they light the fuse on Israel for the final battle of Armageddon. Armageddon. Which, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to that stuff, but I went looking the other day and I found out that Armageddon, or Megiddo, the plateau of Megiddo, just happens to be in Israel, in the north part of Israel. That's right. I didn't know that. I figured it was in the Middle East somewhere, a place called Armageddon or whatever. No, it just happens to be inside the borders of Israel. Fun fact from Logan Running. Well, I looked at a map on that couple of months ago or whatever when the invasion or whatever, the conflict with Syria had first started, because a lot of people had started throwing up flags that hey, this is looking like that Revelation Bible thing or whatever with the Gog Magog and the king of the east, the king of the north, king of the south, blah blah blah. That's their interpretation, because they are all religious or whatever. Of it directly translates to the plan of the New World Order for one world government, total domination, and they're hoping for at least 1/3 of the people to be annihilated after they light the fuse over there on Israel. That you will see all the Jews of the world stand up and go, "Oh, you got to help us." Oh, it's all a show and all a waste of fucking, all a show, all a hoaxy. and they'll New World Order will play the of course the easily manipulated emotional humans, just line them up in to the slaughterhouse and lead them to their deaths because it's so easy. It's that easy. It's that easy, people. I mean, the hardest time that they've ever had with this thing is getting the United States people of America, to back invading Syria outright. Remember when they tried to do that, and then all of a sudden there was what do they call them? Human shields started showing up on the internet and blah blah blah, and then the American people's like, I ain't sending my kid over there. Y'all still ain't explained that last one. You still ain't explained the WMDs and the 2 million dead Iraqis. You think I'm going to send my kid over to Syria and you ain't give me a straight answer why we're even there? See, the American people in that regards, they push back right there, but that's just a mild setback for these people. They'll stage something to look like somebody's attacked Israel or whatever, and then Israel, and they'll drop the fingerprint that it was Russia, it was Syria that did it. Go get them, Netanyahu. Go get them. We know it was them. Look, I got the email. I wonder where Julian Assange is on all this. I guess he's just too busy. He's too busy just to stop for a second and go, hey, people, if y'all don't get together, as soon as they nuke Israel, if y'all don't get together, as soon as they nuke Israel and just literally overthrow everyone in power throughout the world, just the people just mob the capitals and the so-called government buildings and all that, and just take them all down right then. If you don't do it right then, instead of going to war against Russia or whoever and blah blah blah, you lose. You fell into the plan perfectly of the New World Order, and over a third of you will be dead, and the ones who are do live through it will be enslaved, and your children can thank you for it. For you being distracted with big fat lies like chemtrails and lens flares that never actually killed you. But suit yourself, because you will get what you deserve, of course. Oh, that's the only what do you call it, the only tranquility that I can get out of this is that so many will actually get what they deserve. Yeah, me too. Whatever. It's a group effort. I wanted to finish with this last story, on the lighter side of or whatever. Since we are progressing so fast here or whatever, I got so bold the other day and said, screw it. UFOs, aliens, real. Over here. That's it. Not even going to kick around any more of you naysayers. Done with it. Wasting my time. Just like people that say there aren't pedophiles in the government and Hollywood. I'm not going to waste another breath on any of you. You don't even live on this planet. Where the hell are you? If you don't know these things to be true. Talk about in denial. That or just like YouTubers say, they're shills to cover up the truth for the perpetrators. Seems to me like anytime somebody tries to downplay something that's absolutely true, they're doing a disservice Oh, but that's a line that who am I to decide, right? Whatever. If I was a newbie, I'd be worried about my decisions on that. But I'm not. Okay, let's finish it with this story. Today, there's I know several people. You're probably like, what? You're not a hermit? You're not a hermit that never goes outside and never doesn't know anybody and actually lived a fake fantasy life and doesn't know anybody or whatever. No, no. Actually, have been around a long time and know an awful lot of people or whatever. And I've known this one guy that lives behind one of these uh, businesses that I know of. I've known this guy forever. It's I can't tell you how many years or whatever, but I do know that because of the business guy that's been there forever, that this guy has lived there forever since before the business was there. Because I've heard him, talking about things or whatever. I've known this guy for years and had many a thousand conversations with him or whatever, and I was telling him something about the New World Order, maybe moving closer to their next 9/11 or the last move in the takeover of the New World Order. And he goes, yeah, he said something about his brother being in Vietnam in the 70s or whatever. I mean, it's like he almost totally disregarded what I said about the New World Order. He said, "Yeah, my brother was in Vietnam." He's a old black dude. He's about probably 65 or so. So yeah, my brother was in Vietnam I think he said 1970 or 72. So it's a blur to me. I was barely alive at that time or whatever, and he I couldn't believe it. Just out of the blue, he says that him and the old lady or whatever was out in the backyard, and all of a sudden they saw a huge metallic discus, is what he said. A metallic discus, like this. What he said is like they throws at the Olympics. It's like it looked like one of those discuses that throws down there. It's it's the Olympics. Oh yeah. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you flew down and then landed down over by the river. And then you're talking like 1970 or whatever. He said he heard a whole lot of, because this is right off of a main road. He heard a whole lot of scuffling going on the road, like squealing tires and shit, like people putting on the brakes, I guess, or whatever, because they saw it too, laying down by the river. Said it was there by about 15 minutes. And they all stood there and watched it as it turned super bright to where you could not look at it anymore. He said he had to look away. And when he turned his head, the side of his head and his wife and everybody else got a suntan, just like in a heartbeat when this thing went to super bright and then shot straight up out of sight. And he added that he thinks that it went to the moon. Like, sure, why not? I had never discussed anything like that with this guy or anybody else. I keep that most of that stuff, even the New World Order stuff, all this freaking internet stuff I learned a long time ago. Just keep it to myself or whatever. So I thought I'd finish that up with you. That I was I'm well versed in this stuff, but for somebody just to all of a sudden blurt out that, yeah, back in 1970, me and the mistress watched the giant metallic discus laying down by the river, and then we got a bright suntan when it went epic bright and shot straight up out of sight as a whole bunch of people watched. I was like, wow. Well, but this area that I'm in over here has one hell of a UFO history. Actually, just a rock throw from where I'm at right now is Carswell, or well, it's under a new name now, but Carswell AFB, where the remains and crash parts of the Roswell incident were taken on their first um, magical mystery tour, because they scattered pieces of it through at least three bases, landing and going, "Hey guys, come on, look at this, son of a man. Okay, we're taking it on to Langley now, but oh yeah, don't tell nobody." All right, guys, y'all have a good one, and it's not like I'm watching or da, 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 da. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what these guys said that were absolutely so right. If we watch what's going on with the destabilization and the head scratching on the motives, on Mr. Comey. The motives is, how can they allow this guy to answer questions like this without just throwing the handcuffs on him right there? It's pretty freaking obvious what he's doing. He's covering up for many people. Napolitano got a little too close to some information that was not supposed to be public. Now he's history. Yes, it just needs to stink a little bit more in the sandbox for them to light the fuse and watch the finger pointing and the dominoes fall after that. Of course, don't forget, you live in America and you are chained to supporting Israel. Good night, and see you tomorrow. Maybe. Logan out.